Welcome back to another episode of Holdco Strategy Sessions. This is session number 4. This will accumulate, is that the right word? This will cover the 29th of January until February 2nd, and then maybe some stuff over the weekend, but I believe that this will no, well, I covered it in the last one, so we don't need to worry about that at all. So this is covering the week from the 29th until the 2nd. So here at Holdco Strategy Sessions, we go over the week of SHOS X, my Holdco, and all the things underneath it that happened. Today, we will go through some of the big wins and some big announcements that I've been holding off sharing on here until my innovation meeting happened, and guess what? It did. But let's wait until that day in order to get through this. So, to start off the week, I spent it in the morning with a consulting client on Monday. That is the client who is looking forward to raising their series or seed round, going through and crafting the deck. They had a lot of information that was in the correct space, but we just went through and redefined it overall. So the company is called SharpReach, sharpreach.ai, if you want to go to their website and check it out. They are a sales lead management as well as CRM. They are focusing on getting you the right leads at the right time with the right context. Very interesting idea. Their close and sales rates are very good, and I don't think they'll have a problem raising their seed round overall. I've been very intrigued into how I can help them, and lots of good information overall. So very exciting overall to see them grow. I spent the later part of that was in the morning. I spent the afternoon going through and just doing some website redesign work for my consultancy. Epilogue Labs has needed a website refresh forever to show off the new skills, the new information, the new resources that we have available. So we are going through and doing that. I actually changed website providers. I was on Webflow. I am now on WordPress and need to go through and get that updated and get everything spick, span, and shiny. So as of right now, if you go to epiloguelabs.com, you see a holding test site, and it's because it's being built in the background. I had to move the website over to build the staging in the background. Very strange, but that was the way that I could take care of it. In the afternoon, I met with a woman who runs a innovation community, no, innovation district company. And what she offers is the ability to aggregate all innovation companies into a single platform within a specific region. So we're trying to see if there was a partnership there with Milton Innovation to start gathering all of the startups and companies that are in Milton and Halton region. We're not going to move forward with them just yet. I think there's a possibility where we work together in the future, but that stage we're not quite there yet. There is still a possibility that we do something, but their full product offering is not something that we're going to jump into right now. But it was good to see the product idea of innovation district is really big, and I'm looking forward to jumping into more and more of that as part of Milton Innovation. At the end of the day, I had a doctor's appointment that I needed to go to, so nothing else happened after that. Just doctor's appointment, checkup, move on, good to go. Um, I spent Tuesday creating content. I hopped on LinkedIn to create some content. I hopped on TikTok, so please go feel free to follow me on TikTok. Maybe one day you'll go see some dance moves. So it'll be interesting at Mike Schoss. And I spent some time recrafting the website, going through, building up that strategy, and trying to make sure that all of that was kind of good to go so we can do a launch next week. So hopefully by the time we talk about tech next week, we can talk on that about the website launch overall. One of the pieces of content I made was about lowering your burn rate. And really, that was really about trying to make sure that you are fully aware of your money. The market's getting a little bit tight, it's a little bit tough. So, making sure that you have full understanding of what you're trying to do, how much money you're spending. Because there's two ways to make money at a company: one is make more money, and two is spend less money. And that's why you see all of these layoffs going around right now in the industry. These largest companies are, cutting back on expenses, generally in R&D and kind of development, and maybe a little bit in sales, because they want to be able to focus on just lowering their cost and doubling down on the current customers that they have. So focus on controlling your burn rate. I took that initiative over the weekend to make sure that my money was in the right place. Again, I want to extend this runway that I can build these companies for as long as I can. I have a car that I don't have a car payment on for this specific reason. It is an older car. My friends do make fun of me that I drive an older car, but I also know that my burn rate is as low as it possibly can be. And I did do some other cutting costs to make sure that we can run the businesses, still sustain the household, and do that at the same time. So that was Tuesday. I spent Tuesday creating a lot of content, a lot of strategy overall. Wednesday, I had a meeting with a coworker. We had a meeting with a coworker, which is good overall. Actually, an ex-coworker. He left the company same time, right after I did, from my previous company, Firework. So we just went. We had a wonderful conversation. I haven't chatted with him in since the end of January, end of December. So was looking forward to that conversation. That was really good to catch up. And then I spent the meeting after that. So that was in the morning. The next meeting was just a meeting with my co-founder for Lightworker to go through and just figure out the strategy there. And we're in the email reach out stage. So we work towards collecting for Lightworker. We work towards collecting all AI tools in an aggregated place to become the app store for AI tools. Part of that is reaching out to clients to see if we can build a further relationship with them and not just have it be a one-way transactional. We don't want it just to be, hey, you come to the site and you load this application. We want to be able to bring partners into our ecosystem. So we're now in the middle of doing the cold outreach, not so much cold. We have some relationships with these people already, but we're in the middle of doing outreach to clients to see if we can work together to partner with them, and go through and build a longer term strategy for either placement or ads or anything like that. Or at the end of the day, just try to get discount codes, make it something a little bit extra special to coming to this community overall. After that, had a nice little lunch, a little break because the morning was pretty intense trying to get all the stuff sorted out. And then the afternoon of Wednesday was really fine tuning the deck and all the information for the innovation meeting in the evening. So we had a great innovation meeting, and I think that there was a lot of prep work that went into it. So we created a deck for all these new things that came out, and I can actually talk about some of these stuff now. So number one is we launched our new logo. Very excited about that. It was kind of a long drawn out process to make sure that it was kind of spot on. The colors are correct. The logo is correct. Like the branding, the flexibility, all the stuff. My co-founder who runs Lightworker with me is the designer on this project as well. So making sure that, that relationship there was spot on, and he spent a lot of time, energy, and effort really going above and beyond to make sure that was perfect. So it's a beautiful shade of green. We did multiple branding elements. We did a pattern background. We did all these different aspects and different pieces to make sure that this was a beautiful execution, and it got really, really, really good feedback for the community. If you're watching the video podcast, I actually had stickers made, and let's hold up some stickers. So this is the actual logo itself. This green with the darker green in behind it. It's awesome. If you're not watching this, if you're just listening in, please hop on over to Milton Innovation, either the Facebook page or the LinkedIn page. Both of those have been updated with the brand new logo. The other thing that we want to be able to talk about is we launched a membership program. So we want to be able to offer more in-depth let's just say support to our members. So we launched a digital membership, a all access membership, and a innovator membership. And those give you access to different style of events. Our meetups are always going to be free for our members. We're not going to charge them to show up. We do charge a deposit just to make sure we can get a little bit of firm commitment for food and venue and stuff like that. Want to make sure that's all locked in, but we return that when you show up. These new memberships are going to have kind of more hands-on and more workshop kind of things. More deeper into the strategy, more things like that. And that's kind of like our standard event. And then the all access member has access to the standard events. And then the digital member has access to those events in replay. So again, offering just two levels of kind of newer granularity into it. And then we're offering the innovator membership, which is going to be super hands-on masterminds, how to grow your company, how to fire your CTO, stuff like that. Like very, very nitty-gritty, hands-on, actual pure execution plays. That's what that innovator pass is going to be about. The other piece that we actually launched as well was our new sponsorship program. So we brought on two new sponsors that are sponsoring specific events. So this is the first time that we're doing this, and we have the ability to partner and finally talk about partnering with RBC for a March event and Halton Small Business for a February event. So both these were kind of relationships that I've been making for the past little while, and I'm glad to see that they're coming on for at least those events. And then hopefully much longer term, we're going to go through and build out that relationship, build that partnership. It's going to be a good ecosystem overall. I'm really, really looking forward to it being built out and kind of the collaboration between not only RBC, but RBC has a venture arm as well called RBCX. I believe they also have RBC Ventures, building out in that and trying to see if there's network support. Going back to pricing for 30 seconds, digital membership is $99 per year. All access is $249 per year, and innovative is $1,199 per year. So those are the new pricing methods for what we're trying to do. And again, the events are always going to be free for meetups. We always want to do things for the community. We always want to give back. So there you go. That's Milton Innovation Updates. During that event too, we had a wonderful turnout. We had a speaker named Dave from Shopify, who's a PM, come out and talk about innovation overall, how to find your customers, how to prove your ideas, which was really, really good overall. I'll link to that in the show notes. There is a YouTube video on our Milton Innovation YouTube channel. Feel free to go subscribe. I would very much love that. And that was a really good meeting overall. We had 62 people that showed up, not including the people that watched that meeting virtually, because we do live stream all of our events or all of our meetups and stuff like that. We want to be able to, again, give back to the community. We want to share that information. So we always live stream. So if you ever can't make it out to an event, I will share it from my personal account, but also the Milton Innovation Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Milton, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, that's right. We'll be always live streaming overall as well. So feel free to always go and watch. We'll always live stream the meetups. So those are those updates. So we spent lots of time going through there. We spent a lot of time at Lightworker on Thursday. We got to catch up. So that brings us into Thursday. Thursday morning, so right after the event, one of the people that came out to the event was actually I believe the director or VP of innovation, IdeaWorks. IdeaWorks is inside Mohawk College. They are basically a student-led incubator. So if you are they have multiple different stuff, so we're just going to go through it. Please feel free to go to their website. But if you're a company that's looking to get some research or some information or some 3D printed or something like that done, IdeaWorks takes care of all of that information, and they use students in order to do it. Therefore, the research or the 3D printing or the manufacturing or the cybersecurity, or they do so much stuff. It was a wild building to walk through. Felt just inspired walking through. Just like outside looking in, just being in there was inspiring. Anyways, that was a little tangent. But they are able to partner with you on doing these things, use the students to do it, and then you get your IP at the end of this. They don't own anything. They're just here to teach the students. They're just here to help out the programs and help out the local businesses. So we are going to be partnering on it. I think that we have a lot of innovators in the Milton community that could use some of their resources. And there's multiple different models that IdeaWorks has. One is just you come in, you do the partnership. Two is also you can just pay to be, use their 3D printers or pay to just have access instead of having it like through a grant program. So yeah, it was honestly super intriguing, super inspiring. The director or VP, I forget his job title, I apologize, came out to the event. It was a great time overall, really, really good. So yeah, that was fun to go do there the next day, kind of still riding that high from the meeting from the both of us, and had really, really good conversations just about what innovation means. And the other places within the school, they have an an entrepreneur arm, stuff like that. So being able to leverage more into there, because even if you go to that school, it doesn't necessarily mean that you live there. There are definitely people that come from Milton or the Halton area that commute out to that school, and it'll be good to have them out at these meetings. I spent the rest of the day kind of doing just some consulting work. Nothing really that I can talk about right now for epilogue. If you are looking for consulting either in business or startups or anything like that, I am a product manager, and that is really my main fame. My main call to action, I guess, is if you have anything, please feel free to reach out. Epilogue Labs is looking for one new client starting at really the beginning of February, so we're kind of in it. So we're looking for one new client. If you ever have a need, feel free to reach out. Please use my LinkedIn. I'll put it in the show notes down below. Please feel free to go on there, send me a message, and we can chat about your needs. I would love to be able to help and contribute to your business growth, whether you're looking to hire your first employee, whether you're looking to raise money, whether you need to figure out, how does your product funnel work or anything like that, who are your target customers, what are your personas, things like that. These are all deeply embedded skills that I have, and I would love to be able to contribute to you and your business in any way possible. So that leads me to February 2nd today. This morning, had a call with a potential sponsor and a potential client. So we can't go into too much detail about that. That's still very, very early on, but spent some time just mapping the two together, figuring out how we can best end up working together. I think there's some good relationships that are going to be built in there. Then I spent a little bit of time just going through and crafting out that strategy for how we can be at best work together to make sure that we're on the same page. And then that leads me to the last meeting that I just had with a company called Innovation Factory. No, sorry, it's Ivy. Um, they have a entrepreneurship innovation arm as well, and we're trying to figure out if there's something that is. So Ivy is the innovation kind of entrepreneur arm of Western University here in Canada. And there's a lot that's in there about how we can best work together. And I was really, really excited to actually sit down and have the conversation with them, to making sure that we can figure out a best way to work together. And I think that there's going to be a partnership that's struck up there. They're more in the northern part of Ontario, so it's nice to have that ecosystem that's completely built out. At the end of the day, we're trying to build an ecosystem not only in Milton, not only in Halton, but all of Ontario. So their Innovation North is what the company is called. They're part of Ivy, and that leads me to where I am today, or where I am now. It is midday. It is going on 2 o'clock. My day is just going to wrap up here in a little bit. I am just going to take the rest of the day off. We are having some friends and family over this weekend, so I'm going to spend some time, honestly, just going through and cleaning the house. This is just one of those things that's not fun, not sexy, not one of those things that you want to talk about, not driving the business, but it's one of those things that just needs to be done. So I'm going to do this. I have a handful of inbox emails to go through. Probably spend the next 30 minutes after this video goes, or this podcast goes up, spend the next 30 minutes or so cranking out some emails, and then go enjoy the weekend and go enjoy cleaning the house. So like always, if you enjoyed listening to kind of the updates across the board, I would appreciate a subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. This is my brain dump for the past week. This is something that is made for myself, but I hope that someone finds inspirational. And if worst case scenario, my great grandchild listens to this, but I hope that at least one person along the way finds this interesting to be able to say that, hey, if Mike can do it, so can I. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to jump in with both feet. Test the waters first, stick your toe in, but always jump in with both feet. Make sure you commit, make sure you get in there and figure it out. Next podcast as well, I hope to go through why I structured this as a holding company. I think I'll go through some pros and cons and stuff like that. I think there will be some good information in there for people who are looking to start a holding company or wondering if they should have one. So again, I'm Mike Schoss, president and founder of SchossX. This is Holdco Strategy Sessions, and thank you for listening.